Nobody said you must go stand by the edge.
Still.
Just go, and also don't stand where the leak is for the bookshop.
Here's the thing, right? You've got to climb to get there, don't you?
Steps.
Oh, they are. Okay,
Yeah, there's no ladders.
Okay, fine. Then maybe
No.
it's an idea.
Have you seen this building?
I haven't seen the whole building.
Not the whole thing. No, you must do the tour. You must do the tour. It's quite an interesting tour, but loads of space on the right top level.
There we go.
So you could go there. Other people know it as a roof, right? So you could go there if you got like binoculars and what have you.
Right.
You can't use it because you have to see it with your naked eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad idea. Like,
That might be an interesting one.
Iftar on the roof.
Hey?
Iftar on the roof, waiting for the sighting.
No, man, the only time I chow when I'm very high up is in an airplane.
See, this will better that experience.
Yeah.
No
Did you-
turbulence.
Did you get the invite for iftar tonight?
I did. I saw it
Yeah.
on the group.
Yeah. Oh, good. So as we open up the show today, a while ago, you had your Surah Yasin and a little bit of zikr coming out of Cape Town and all of the other lovely things. We're going to remind you now to just slow down, please. You've got people driving taxis with their PDPs, the pavement driving permit.
Yep.
They're making full use of their pavement driving permits today.
Mm-hmm.
So please be extra cautious.
So I had an experience where
Yeah.
this brother was driving on the oncoming lane.
Right.
And it's a one-way.
Eh?
At full speed.
How you going to drive on an oncoming lane on a one-way?
Exactly.
Oh, welcome to
And then he's
Overboard.
looking at me like
As if you
I
did-
did something wrong.
Yeah.
So I had to slow down, move to the side to allow him to speed past on the opposite side.
On the wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Now, pledge line today. So yesterday I'm walking around the office and the guys from the outreach department come up to me and say, Nishal, we have a little bit of a challenge.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, guys, what's the challenge? I'm thinking go make a crazy video. So I went downstairs, I sat on a trolley and we made a video.
I watched.
And then it came back.
He
and
was
said,
literally a kid again.
No, that wasn't the challenge. Okay, what's the challenge? So it seems of the 100,000 meals that we'd set a target for, we've not reached that target just yet.
Okay.
There's still a few thousand to go, meals. Now, remember, one deg would feed 100 to 110, depending on the dish out size. So if it's a little one that's coming through, you're not going to dish out an adult portion for because he's
Yes.
going to waste a bit. Right? So let's round it off down to a neat 100
Perfect.
and say we are opening up the phone lines today for pledges for the DEG drive. Now, I know that we did this last week and we got very close to our actual target, but unfortunately did not hit the target.
We're still a little bit short.
Yeah. So here it is. Al Ansar Outreach is saying to everybody that the target for this year's Ramadan and Eid feeding scheme was 100,000, and we're taking this food and distributing it on the day of Eid, which by all accounts is coming up in a couple of sleeps,
Absolutely.
right? Just a few sleeps. And the cost of a deg is 1,850 rand. This is your lilla, your sadaqah. Areas between Port St. John's and Escorts, PMB and Durban surrounding areas as well. There's going to be 10, if not more, cooking sites, right? And out of these 10 cooking sites that's well distributed around KZN, 60,000 of that 100,000 target will be dished out.
And we remind you that this food is prepared freshly.
Absolutely.
Year after year.
Absolutely.
And the areas around KZN are areas that are underlying, that needed the most, and generally go unseen on auspicious days like Eid.
Absolutely. So I was chatting with a brother yesterday and he says to me, we've donated to the various different drives at Al Ansar. You guys were collecting money for sweets. We gave you money for sweets. Then you were collecting money for clothing. We gave you money for clothing. Then you were collecting money for
Water.
water. We gave you money for water. Then you were collecting money for
Dates as
new
well.
clothing for little ones. We gave you money for new clothing for little ones. Then the feeding scheme,
The able, the disabled.
all of that. So we've dished out as much as we can. And then he had a question. He says, Nishal, what happens after you feed them the one meal? And I kind of knew where he's going with that.
Understood, yes.
And I thought to myself, okay, here's a brother who's opened up his heart and his wallet, and he's donated to all of the various different drives that Al Ansar was going through over this past month or so. And now he's sitting there and he's asking himself what's going to happen next.
Makes sense.
So I thought to myself, but do you not know that Al Ansar is on the road the whole year?
Absolutely.
Every
Every single day behind the scenes.
Right? So there's bread that's being distributed literally every single day. Right? The Able the Disabled campaign is not a campaign that's only for 1 month.
Not at all.
There are people that walk into this building and say, my mom's in the car, my dad's at home, I've got a grandmother that's bedridden and I need diapers.
Yeah.
Or I need a wheelchair. And that's the whole year. The whole year through. We're doing that 365 sometimes.
And there are also hampers that go out to those that are in
All the time.
need.
All the time.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Even those people that are fed this home-cooked,
Yeah.
hearty meal on
Yeah.
Eid Day, they are people that are noticed, and when need be, they are also given hampers so they can prepare meals at their own home for themselves.
So this Eid feeding is a hearty meal, a hot meal that they could have just on the day of Eid. And if you look at it as a little bit of a treat
Absolutely.
for the year, because like I said, Al Ansar Outreach is out in our communities far and wide the entire year. Many of you joined us via video and what have you when we were out in Tonga doing some distributions during the tornado, some help during that tornado that hit Tonga. And you noticed what we were doing. You also would have noticed quite a few of our private vehicles out and about as well.
Just volunteering,
Yeah,
bringing their little ones in, and just making the difference.
indeed. So Facebook is live, YouTube is live, and in the studio with us this morning is also Sister Fatima Karim. Assalamu alaikum, welcome.
Walaikum salam.
You're sitting in the studio. Don't be surprised somebody put a microphone on for you.
No, Jazakallah for having me this morning.
No, it's a pleasure, and I thank you for coming in to assist with the with the pledge line. Much appreciated. So, you were out with the team,
Yes.
over the month, and you guys were going to different areas and distributing meals and things like that. Just to give everybody else an idea of the places that we go to and the things that we see really quickly.
So the place. Sorry.
Do this. No, try again. Right, there we go. All right. Is it? Yeah.
So,
done.
yes, we're trying. So maaf about my voice. I did go to the doctors, and it's a
Yeah.
bit of a.
And the doctor said to her, bring your bugs and come to the studio.
No, he said stop talking.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, but Alhamdulillah, we've been to a lot of rural areas, places that really need it. It is Lillah, so we are feeding all people that are in that community. We're not leaving anyone out.
Yeah, nobody's
and they
stomach is
really,
being left
really, really appreciate it. Nishal, it's you can see the gratitude and the amount of du'as, prayers that people are sending us. Just even if though it's just a day that we're feeding them, we are constantly going to these areas and providing hampers and whatever essentials that we can provide to them. So it's very, very, although it's like a one-day thing, it's very heartwarming to go on these days, on Eid Day especially, to see these people receiving the money, the food,
the hampers,
and the hampers, and also the kids with their sweet hampers. The excitement in their faces and their voices, the way they scream was exciting. And this week alone, you saw that we were giving the Eid clothes out. The kids were actually ecstatic. We were so overwhelmed with so much of happiness and joy that it was something that I would do as long as I'm here in Al Ansar for the Eid Clothes initiative.
That being said, it's something I do for as long as I'm here at Al Ansar. There are staff members that have progressed in their careers out of Al Ansar.
Yeah.
And they're now working at different places. But when it comes to this part of the year, somehow or the other, they find their way back here. They get into their car.
Volunteers.
They're driving in.
Yes.
They're parking their car one side and they're just pick up from where they left off like nothing changed. Like they didn't leave. Like they didn't go to study somewhere. They didn't go to work somewhere else. They didn't do anything. We just into the building. Salam alaikum. All right, what do I need to do?
Yes.
Done. Work is getting
They
done.
have gone to different areas, but they haven't. They say when they come back, they say they haven't got that feeling that they get when they were with Al Ansar. You know,
Yeah.
when they
You're
are
telling
going out
lies
to
now.
the communities.
Oh, you're telling lies now. You're telling lies now. Let's find out from one of those people really quickly. She's joined us in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Shakira.
Walaikum salam, Nisha. How are you doing this morning?
Alhamdulillah. Now, like I said to Fatima earlier, don't be surprised when you're in a studio and somebody puts a mic on for you.
I can see that, yeah.
So, really quickly for our listeners, Sister Shakira was somebody who is here at Al Ansar, working in the building, in the office, getting things done. And here comes Ramadaan while she was working here, and she got involved in all of that. And then your studies started escalating, so you needed more time to spend on the books and the studies and all of that. And one day she's going to be a lawyer and she's going to be sitting here and giving everybody advice and this, that and the other, right? So no problem, we'll see how that goes when that day comes, inshallah. But I saw you walk into the building 2 days ago. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday, yeah.
She walked in like nothing happened, like she never left, like she's been in the office every single day. Just walk in, salam, salam, salam. Couple of hugs to the girls inside the outreach department. Sit down, let's get the work done. How does that work? How does that whole thing? Do you pick up the phone and it's like, how's it, guys? Do you need help?
Well, I suppose I worked here for like 2 years,
Yeah.
obviously in like 2021 and 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And then towards 2022 and 2023, they reintroduced contact learning into universities after like COVID and stuff. So like you said, yeah, my studies needed a little bit more of my time.
Yeah.
And so I had to go study. But I have always loved what outreach has done. It's sort of a different type of fulfillment that you feel, helping other people who need help, and you're not doing it for anything as vain as money or status or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
You're purely doing it because you love helping people. And the outreach department goes out of their way every single day, 365 days a year, to help those people.
Yeah.
And so kind of experiencing that firsthand for me was so profound. And before I even came to work here, my parents have been volunteering at Al Ansar since we moved to KZN like 17 years ago.
Yeah.
So they've always like dipped their toes in to help
Yeah.
during Ramadan, and sometimes even their pockets. And so sometimes I'll pick up the phone and I'll ask Abba Swaliha, do you need help? Sometimes I won't even ask and I'll just come in.
Pull in like yesterday?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll be like, how long do you need me? What days do you need me? What times do you need me? And then I will make a plan to come here and help whenever I can.
Oh, it's beautiful. Now, we're glad to have your help again, especially with the knowledge that you're coming with from previous years. So we don't need to explain the process to you. You just jump in and start swimming, right?
Yep, I think that's the grace of it as well.
Yeah.
Knowing everything when I come in. Yeah.
Exactly. So here's what we're doing today, folks. We are a few days short of reaching that target. Now, it's nice to say, please donate a whole deg and 1850 and we'll just get it done. And on your behalf, we'll feed 100 people. Not everybody's got 1850 to dish out. Now, somebody might be sitting in and thinking, oh, I want to get involved, but I don't have 1,850 rand.
Yes, I've got
That's
100,
okay.
200,
Yeah.
or even 50.
Exactly. That's okay. So 0861-904-904 between Sister Shakira and Sister Fatima. They're going to be alternating answering the phones. And if you're sending through a WhatsApp message, it's 060-904-1056. And between all three sisters in the studio, they're going to be alternating using the phone. Now, we need your name, we need your contact number, and the amount that you're pledging toward the feeding scheme. Now, we have to make this earnest appeal to you as well. When making your EFT deposits, the reference on it has to be DEGH. It has to be DEGH, the reference that you put on there. And the reason for that is because we want your money to go specifically to where you want it to go. So if you tell us in that reference, DEG, then it's going to go straight there, straight into the pot, so to speak. There you are. 0861 904 904. You can telephone us. On screen at the moment, you've got the banking details. So if you're watching the Facebook Live, you're watching the YouTube Live, on the screen right there, all across there, that's the banking details. So Lilla only, bank is FNB, account name Al Ansar, outreach Al Ansar, and all the numbers that you need as well. The whole account number, this, that, and the other, and the reference, DEGH. It has to be that. When we come back, we'll get your main news bulletin.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Hi, my name is Raya from Dubai and I listen to the Breakfast Rush Radio Al Ansar.
Ramadan is a time for reflection, gratitude and gathering with loved ones. Let Spur help you make every iftar one to remember with our delicious Ramadan offer. A tender 150-gram cheddar melt steak, 4 buffalo wings bursting with flavor, 2 crispy golden samosas, and a refreshing glass of Faluda, all for only $199.90. This special offer is available for the entire month of Ramadan at participating halal Spur restaurants. T's and C's apply. Spur, people with a taste for life.
Our blessed journey to a deeper understanding begins. As we go within to reflect on the past, we can spend this time wisely and embrace a life of compassion and kindness towards others. At FNB Islamic Banking, we're here to support you throughout your journey. Wishing you and your family Ramadan Mubarak. FNB is a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services and credit provider. T's and C's apply.
Many of us take an iftar meal for granted, but not everyone is as fortunate. This Ramadan, the Islamic Dawah movement will provide meals to thousands of Muslims from disadvantaged areas, as it has been doing for over 20 years, but they need your help. A donation of 30 Rand provides an iftar meal for a fasting person. Become an IDM sponsor and earn Sadaqah Jariyah. Zakat, Fitra, Kafara and Fidya contributions are all welcome. Call IDM on 031 304 6883 or visit idmsa.org to donate. IDM, taking Islam to as many hearts and homes as possible.
Every day's a good day.
Did you hear? Your favorite 24-hour dentist has moved? Crown Dental Studio, offering everything your smile needs, from general to cosmetic dentistry. Female practitioner now available upon request. Call us on 081 207 8621 to schedule your next appointment. Or visit our new studio at 26 McCuton Avenue, Durban North. Crown Dental Studio, your 24-hour dentist.
Struggling with workplace compliance? From first aid and occupational health and safety training to risk assessments, safety files and workmen's compensation returns, Viva Labor Consultants has you covered. We simplify your employment equity plans and monthly UIF declarations so you can focus on what matters most. Call Zunaid today for a free consultation on 082-501-0012. For all labor issues, there's only one solution. Viva Labor Consultants is your answer.
Curry and Grill Cartel Morningside. Come and try our delicious meals at our brand new store in Morningside. From amazing locally inspired dishes to imported authentic flavors, you can expect a fusion menu of appetizers, tikka, grills, Indian flatbreads, curries, bunnies, biryanis, Chinese cuisine, delicious burgers, shawarmas, wraps and much more. The Curry and Grill Cartel, now at 437 Lillian Ngoyi Road, Morningside. currycartel.co.za 031 20786 77.
After the recent attacks on Gaza, many families have been displaced with their homes left destroyed. Through your donations, our teams are on the ground in Gaza providing support and delivering necessary aid to families affected. The people of Gaza need your help. Give hope. Donate today to Penny Appeal South Africa. www.pennyappeal.org.za 031 1100 573.
We are here on the ground with Penny Appeal organizations in Gaza.
This new segment is brought to you by KFC Overport and Chatsworth stores. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin.
Making news at 7, 2 years ago, Pamandla Dlomo accidentally left his ID at a tavern shooting crime scene. A few months later, he killed 9 people in Umlazi in a futile attempt to get his ID back, but it had already been handed in to the police. Good morning, I'm Tabile Duma. 2 years ago, Pamandla Dlomo accidentally left his ID at a tavern shooting crime scene. A few months later, he killed 9 people in Umlazi in a futile attempt to get his ID back, but it had already been handed in to the police. Yesterday, the KwaZulu-Natal High Court in Durban found a 25-year-old Dlomo guilty of the senseless murders in a courtroom that had tighter security. This was the first time that there was strong police and a security presence in the matter. A bench by the door was filled with police in plainclothes. Later during the judgment, another officer carried a huge backpack with what appeared to be a rifle inside, while he had what seemed to be a gun strapped to his thigh. Unlike previous court proceedings, everyone attending had to sign a register and was made to wear colored wristbands. Judge Esther Stein began delivering her judgment on Wednesday by reviewing the evidence of the 7 state witnesses and that of the accused, who called no other witnesses in his defense. Staying with local news, please note that the story contains graphic details. A 9-year-old girl tried to stop her mother while she strangled her 3-year-older sister, but the woman was unstoppable as her rage took over and she killed the toddler. When she pleaded guilty, this is how 37-year-old Tenil Cocker described what happened when she murdered little Fadila Chantal. She said she had beaten Fadila all over her body, including her head, with a rolling pin. Detailing events leading up to the murder that she admits was committed knowingly, she said that she became agitated and frustrated by the sounds of crying around her, which enraged her. Cock pleaded guilty to assault with the intent to do grievous bodily harm and murder and handed in her plea explanation to the KwaZulu-Natal High Court in Durban in July last year. On Tuesday, she appeared in court where sentencing proceedings got underway. Judge Jacqueline Henriquez heard arguments from the state and defense around sentencing. In more news, the government has dismissed with contempt widespread claims of more than 70,000 commercial farmers having applied to take up U.S. President Donald Trump for Afrikaners to relocate to the United States as refugees. Earlier this month, it was reported that the South African Chamber of Commerce in the USA insisted that it had received overwhelming interest from Afrikaner farmers seeking to take up the refugee offer extended by Trump. At the time, SACUSA officials claimed that they had arrived in South Africa from the US and handed over the list of more than 70,000 South Africans to the Embassy of the United States in Pretoria. Yesterday, Minister in the Presidency Khumbudzo Ntshavheni addressed a post-cabinet meeting before she told the journalists that the claims are incorrect. In February, it was reported that farming associations and experts in South Africa have raised a concern about the impact on the agriculture sector after an executive order signed by Trump granting refugee status to Afrikaners from South Africa. The order sent ripples of concern throughout the agricultural sector, prompting farming associations and experts to voice fears over food security and economic stability. Former SAA board member Yake Gwinana allegedly told a sergeant investigating her reign of terror over Bongweni village residents that she would only engage with officers of captain rank. Sergeant Matlepole Ledimo testified in the East London Magistrates Court yesterday, where Gwinana is applying for bail. Gwinana was arrested in Gauteng last Monday on allegations of extortion and malicious damage to property. It's alleged that she extorted money from residents staying on a farmland in Bongweni, a village outside East London which she said belongs to her family business. When residents refused to pay, Gwinana allegedly demolished their housing structures with the help of heavily armed security guards. And finally, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services will lay off 10,000 workers and shut down entire agencies, including ones that oversee billions of dollars in funds for addiction services and community health centers across the United States. HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy criticized the department that he oversees as an inefficient, sprawling bureaucracy in a video announcing the restructuring yesterday. He faulted the department's 82,000 workers for a decline in Americans' health. The restructuring plan caps weeks of a tumult at the nation's top health department, which has been embroiled in rumors of mass firings, the revocation of $11 billion in public health funding for cities and countries, and a tepid response to a measles outbreak and controversial remarks about vaccines from its new leader. Taking a look at our financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 18 rands and 28 cents, to the pound at 23 rands and 66 cents, to the euro at 19 rands and 72 cents. The Saudi riyal is at 4 rands and 87 cents. Gold is trading at $3,073.62 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $74.03 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with headlines at 7:30. For Al-Ansar News, I'm Tabila.
This news segment is brought to you by KFC Overport and Chatsworth stores. KFC, it's finger-licking good. The management and staff of KFC Sparks Road, Westwood, Sherwood, Shallcross and KFC Chatsworth stores wish you and your family a joyous and blessed Eid. NIHT Halal certified, sole owner and franchisee Ahmed Sheikh, the only Muslim-owned KFC franchise in KZN. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Superintendent Rauf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. Rain, and rain everywhere. The roads are wet, lots of puddles of water, headlights must be on. Just slow down, please. Please. Now they arrive somewhere 5 minutes late, they're not arriving at all. Lots of accidents to contend with this morning. If you're on the N3 southbound, after the M13 left-hand lane obstructed, you've got an accident there. I remember there's roadworks here, there's lane restrictions as well, so traffic is building up on the N3. Another accident on the N3, southbound just after the Chungweni ramp. That one's on the side of the road. All lanes are running, so that one is fine. It goes on the breakdown lane. So you don't have any issues there. So remember, you've got one accident at Chungweni, you've got another one at the bottom by the M13. So the N3 already has got 2 or 3 accidents that you got to contend with. Brother Ahmad that sent that message earlier on with the truck that's involved in an accident. I was on the N3 northbound south to Ashburton. It's still there. Major traffic issues this morning going towards Pietermaritzburg. So he's just busy messaging me. I'm waiting to see if the road is cleared up or not in that vicinity. But in the meantime, let's get back to Durban. Lots of puddles of water all over the place, especially on the northern freeway, the southern freeway. The M7, the jackknife truck is still there as well. Lots of water coming down the M7, obviously, with the rain. The M13 as well. Very slow-moving traffic coming into Pinetown and going up from Pinetown towards Stoop as well. So Field Hill is quite busy this morning. Just allow for extra traveling time, please, if you're going to be traveling in that vicinity. The M7 is built up quite badly due to the truck that was jackknifed, so traffic is built up very badly trying to get west into Pinetown. Only one lane running. The tow truck is there. They're busy sorting it out. Hopefully that will be moved soon, and then traffic will start flowing properly again. The Southern Freeway, remember, there's rehabilitation taking place with roadworks. So traffic is slow moving in that vicinity. Coming into the city. Now, I've just got a message from Brother Ahmad from the Road Traffic Inspector. N3 at Ashburton northbound will be closed after peak traffic for the recovery. At the moment, one lane is open to traffic. The traffic is flowing only one lane, so you can imagine what the build-up is like on the N3. So if you have not passed Cato Ridge yet, I'm suggesting you take that off-ramp at Cato Ridge, use the R103, which is the old Comrades route. When you get past Ashburton, then you please join the freeway again. Now, the truckers, the heavies, that route is not for you. I'm advising you against that. Do not use that route. Stay on the N3, and you'll be able to get slowly to where you want to go to. The M19, the M19 coming out of Reservoir Hills towards the macro. You got a bit of water underneath the N2 bridge, so be careful of that, please. You might aquaplane if you hit your brakes, so just be aware of that. Under the N2 bridge, there's a bit of water that's standing there. You got slow moving traffic on the M4 Northern Freeway incoming to Durban, outgoing carriageway. You got going to the M41. You got slow moving traffic. You just send me another message. Yes, traffic will be diverted at Ashburton to the R103 when the freeway is closed. It will take a while to recover because it's a Pantechnicon, it's a double combination vehicle. So just be aware of that, please. It's going to be a long day on the freeway today. If you're on South Coast Road, coming towards the M7 from Blamey Road, also very congested conditions. Amgeni Road going into Alpine Road, going southbound towards Brickfield Road, also busy conditions as well. So guys, remember, today is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to the long weekend. 29th tomorrow, the road closures on the N3 from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. That Sunday morning, and Sunday evening from 9 p.m. on the other side, southbound, till Monday morning, 4 a.m. The road will be closed completely for construction work. That's your second update.
Why is it a long weekend?
Because Eid is going to be on Monday, so you can start from today.
Bob, I keep saying this to everybody. There are others that also listen to the Breakfast Rush. So just for clarity
I know they
purposes,
can celebrate with us.
there's no public holiday scheduled by government for Monday. So it's not a long weekend for the whole country. It might be a long weekend for those that have been fasting for the whole month. Just clarify.
I know that, but I'm saying...
I'm causing trouble. Thank you very much. So,
just join us, don't worry.
I like the way he says, just join us, don't worry. Like Monday, Thomas will wake up and he won't go to work. And then he'll get in trouble on Tuesday and then he'll phone Soup and Soup will be like, who are you? What you want?
No, Thomas will phone his boss.
Yeah.
And he'll tell his boss.
Yeah, Henry said
his rating is heavy.
Yeah.
The bridge, she's passing away.
Well, at least we know school is officially going to be closed.
From 10 o'clock today.
Yes. So we can confirm that.
Yeah,
for everybody.
For everybody. Thank you, Superintendent.
So we're looking... Nishal?
I'm saying thank you because it's already 7:20. That was the second longest traffic update in the history of today. Walaikum salam. So I'm trying to sift through messages. Now, before you get angry with Nishal and send hateful messages to Nishal because he didn't say happy birthday to your niece that's sleeping and can't hear the happy birthday message, I'm going to do a blanket coverage. If it's your birthday today, somebody from your family sent a message to the station to say happy birthday to you. It could be your mom, your dad, your nanny, your nana, your daddy, the puppy, all of them, and the auntie next door with the banana tree. She sent a message to say happy birthday to you. And because we're doing so many different things at the same time and Superintendent Raouf needs his own show for traffic, we're moving on. So if it's your wedding anniversary, happy wedding anniversary from your spouse. If you got your license today, congratulations from the entire dunya. Please don't drive the wrong way down a one-way street. If it's your birthday, happy birthday from everybody. Everybody. But there's one message. I'm not going to say who. He sent a message and he says, I woke up late and I didn't get a chance to have seri.
Right.
And I also woke up later than Fajr. So didn't get a chance to do that either. Is my fast still valid? And I thought to myself, I would love to give you a yes, continue, it's valid, but I am not an alim. Those are the fellas you need to ask the question to. Pick up your phone, send a WhatsApp message to your mulana, nearest one.
You can go to the mosque, speak to your local imam, and get your answer.
Yeah. Do that. WhatsApp is 0609041056. We're taking your telephone calls on 0861904904. This morning, the pledge line, the donations for the Eid feeding scheme. Now, I'm not sure how, but there's a certain wind that gave the car that she arrives to work in a tailwind, so she got here a little bit early. Sister Swaleha from our outreach department. Assalamu alaikum and welcome.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah for allowing me to come inside the studio.
You're welcome. You're always welcome at the Breakfast Rush. Now, I know you were doing some sort of hand signal. I don't do, that sort of...
Okay.
No.
Okay, I just received a notification of 2 digs sponsored by Brother Ismail. So, Brother Ismail, Jazakallah. So, we 28 digs more.
20?
8 days more.
Is that 20?
28.
Hang on, let me bring it.
okay.
Yeah, you 27. Let me bring it down one more.
Oh,
We've
okay.
already got one more. Shakira,
Okay,
Shakira threw a mic away, so I can't speak to her anymore.
Okay.
So, do we know the name of that person came through? Said one day it's all me.
So she doesn't want to be named.
She don't want to be named,
No.
but we know the name, right?
Yes, we know
okay,
the
cool.
name.
If you want to remain anonymous, no problem. You can remain anonymous.
So that's 27 days. Guys, come
27
on.
days to go. Now, there's a lot of messages on the screen. My concern is that a lot of those messages are going to be Durood count, so I can't open each one as it goes. I'm going to do a quick ad break. We're going to go check out your messages, but you keep them coming through. Remember, the deg is 1850, but you don't need to do the whole 1850 if you've got $100. The only thing we're requesting that you do is when it says reference at the bottom in there, please write in, and it's right there. Check it out. Reference, DEGH, and then you can put your name there if you want. You can. It's 1850 per deck.
Yeah.
There's the banking
It would be
details.
nice if you put your name there.
It's on the screen. The banking details are on the screen. If you can't see the screen, you're not watching the video, you're busy driving, you're listening to the radio, listen, when you stop driving, on the WhatsApp, picture for Radio Al Ansar, the banking details are on there. So you can grab the banking details from that WhatsApp image right here on the screen as well. If you're watching the video right now, it's right there. Quick ad break, we come back. More of TBR.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Food Lovers Market is bringing you special deals for Eid. Buy 2 1 kg avocado thrift packs for 50 Rand. Any 2 500-gram white or red seedless grape punnets for 50 Rand. A 2-litre bottle of Food Lovers canola oil for 64.99, and 5 2-litre bottles of Coca-Cola Original Less Sugar for 100 Rand. Valid until 30th March. Only at Food Lovers Market. Wishing you a blessed Eid.
For all your gold jewelry requirements, from custom diamond pieces to gold investment coins, there's only one name, Randery Jewelers. Visit us at 151 Stephen Dlamini Road, Musgrave, or stay informed by following us on Instagram and Facebook at Randery Jewelers, the family name you can trust.
With 49 years of experience in the motoring industry, Metro Car Sales has been proudly serving you since 1976. Need a great deal on your next car? We've got you covered. We offer in-house finance arranged in 1 hour. So, what are you waiting for? Call us now on 033 3942 595. Visit us today at number 1 Boshoff Street, Pietermaritzburg. You can also check out our amazing deals online at www.metrocars.co.za. Metro Car Sales, your number 1 dealer in wheels.
From home renovations to high-rise buildings, we bring your dreams to reality. With a commitment to quality, competitive pricing, and exceptional customer service, we have earned the trust of contractors, developers, and builders across the region. Additionally, we are proud to be the first ever drive-through express hardware store in KwaZulu-Natal, setting a standard for convenience and efficiency in the industry. Visit our 3 ultra-modern branches around KZN. Think hardware. Think Jabula.
Save the date. Mark your calendars. It's the event of the season. It's the Magma Agri Fair on the 24th and the 25th of May. Join us for a fun-filled day with excitement and mouth-watering food. Stall bookings open in April. It's fun, it's family, it's the Magma Agri Fair.
DIY or big projects? Hyper Hardware has you covered. Visit us at Shop 14 Florence Nightingale Drive, Chatsworth, or online at hyperhardware.co.za. Quality you can trust.
Africa. This Ramadan, join Africa Muslims Agency to provide meals of mercy in 23 nations across the world. Feed the fasting for 120 Rand per day, provide a grocery hamper for 1,800 Rand per month, and feed a community for 19,000 rand per day. A single meal can turn hunger into hope from Gaza to South Africa to Malawi and beyond. Help AMA to set a table where there was none. 23 nations, one table, every meal a mercy.
Great news for members of Discovery Key Care Medical Aid. Landmed Shifa Private Hospital has been selected as a designated service provider for Discovery Key Care patients. Ranked in the best category by Discovery Health for outstanding patient care and service, Landmed Shifa is also recognized as the absolute best hospital in the Overport region by the Rising Suns Readers' Choice Awards. With a mission to create healthier and more prosperous communities, Landmed Shifa looks forward to welcoming more of you into their care. Visit lenmed.com for more information. Lenmed, embrace every day.
The Breakfast Rush. It's the people's choice.
And you've made the decision on your choice as well. Thank you very much, Anonymous, for your 100 Rand pledge and payment notification as well. So thank you very much for that. It's been written down and it is going toward meals that will be served hot and fresh on the day of Eid that's coming up soon, inshallah. I want to say Monday, but then Hafiz Wadi is going to send me a message and ask me, inshallah, how you know that for sure? I didn't tell you.
You have no
idea. I didn't tell you. I didn't.
Mm-mm.
So, Anisa, Assalamu alaikum, had the Durood count because it is Friday and we are doing the Durood count as well. It's 5,000 Durood for Palestine. And then Munira and Hassan come through with 50,000 Durood for Palestine this morning. Shaida, Assalamu alaikum, Jazakallah khair for your 30,000 Durood this morning as well. Rihanna and 20,000 Durood. Now, how cool would it have been if we would like these numbers for the pledge?
Inshallah. It will come.
Okay? Next year, inshallah. Right? Salamu alaikum. Langara story. Ah, there we go. What we're looking for. 3,000 Durood coming through from Rashida. Jazakallah khair. Sarah in, not Johannesburg. Sarah Adam in Peter Maritzburg. 10,500. And is that 20?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scribbling, right? You're multitasking and going. Anyway, Kamranisa, Assalamu alaikum. 35,000 Durood coming through from you, Jazakallah khair. Khadija, 9,200 Durood from you. Assalamu alaikum to the entire team. 10,200 Durood from Abdul Khalik and sister Zubi. Much appreciated. Brother Fahim, I'm taking a chance on this one here, right, Fahim? Because I didn't listen to it first. Let's open it now.
Assalamu alaikum wa
Walaikum salam.
rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. A bit of some traffic news for this Friday morning.
Thank you. Fahim, we just got out of the traffic update and it was very long. I'm sure Superintendent Rowe have covered it. 20,000 Durood coming through now from Hajra Habib in Johannesburg, Santan. 30,000 Durood. This one here from Nasreen Sultan.
3,000.
Is it 3,000?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought first, right?
3,000.
It
You were
was
correct
3,000.
the first time.
I was, yeah.
That gremlin inside is playing.
1,700. No. You have to check this out.
I
right?
don't even know.
It's 1700 space 50. So if your target today was that guy, mission accomplished. Send me a clear message. What is the number? Shabir Ali. You've got 1700 and then a space and a 50. So tell us what's going on there. I'm not going to write it down now. Salamu alaikum to Salams. Please call me.
This was at like 4:42.
Oh, that was for somebody else in that case. Not me. I'm not going to call you. Wife get jealous, 10,000 from Aisha. 10,000 Durood coming through from Aisha this morning. 7,000 from Khairunisa. And I'm looking for those that say, I am donating so much. Those are the messages I'm looking for now. So send it through 0609041056 if you're using WhatsApp. Or if you want to telephone it in, 0861 904 904. Let's do that. Remember, if you're sending messages to the Breakfast Rush for today only, it's either Drood or your pledge. So the pledge line is open. Remember, it's 1850 for a deg, but you don't need to, if you can. Beautiful, we'll take it. But you don't need to do the entire deg. You've got $100, $200, $50 lying around, and you want to send it through. By all means, do that. Send it through now.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil Cooking Oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
My name is Leah Ismail, and I only listen to The Breakfast Rush.
The Al Ansar Foundation supports elders and widows in our community. Your zakat provides the essentials like lights, water, rent, and food, bringing relief to those in need. Join me, Kelly Ramazani, as we raise funds to ensure that their needs are met all throughout the year. Call Outreach on 031 208 1601 and let your zakat change lives.
Hey ladies, Durban's favorite modest wear store, Fabulous Things SA, is calling you. The only place you'll find the widest Eid range, Turkish printed dresses, satin dresses, a tween range, abayas, the Hajj and Umrah collections, instant scarves, co-ord sets, and everything in between, from the pin to the pajama and kaftan. Fabulous Things SA, 236 Brickfield Road, first floor, Kenfield Centre, above the engine garage. Open daily. Order via Fabulous Things SA on Instagram or WhatsApp 083 325 7862. Fabulous Things SA.
Dreaming of becoming a chartered accountant? The journey starts here at Regent Business School. Our Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting degree is now officially endorsed by SAICA, the South African Institute for Chartered Accountants. With this prestigious qualification, you'll be on track to enroll in the SAICA-endorsed postgraduate diploma in accounting, take the board exams, and earn the elite title of Chartered Accountant, CASA. Register now for 2025 at regent.ac.za.
My oh my chicken tikka, my chicken boti, my chapli kebab, my seek kebab, my special steak, my fillet steak, my pepper steak, my prawns chatpat, my prawns jal praise, my lamb rogan josh, my rogni naan, my butter naan, my garlic naan, my lacha paratha, my cheese paratha, my aloo paratha, my chop soy, my chow my hot and sour soup, my sweet and sour prawns, my butter chicken, my chicken shashlik, my mixed grill, my grill king clip, my rasmalai, my mango lassi, my bombay crush, my soji halwa, my cheese pulao, my mutton pulao, my samosa. My oh my diner, takeaway and gourmet coffee shop.
Branches available at North Beach, Overport, Gateway, The Zone at Rosebank and Pavilion Food Court, with Rosebank offering buffet iftar for the month of Ramadan. MY Diners.
Vodacom Shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom Shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Mega City, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Santon 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour, the Durban-based Metro's historic dome symbol will likely be removed from the city's logo should the Governance and Human Resources Committee, where ANC councillors enjoy the majority, succeed in pushing it through the ANC, IFP and EFF-led council next week. A teacher who was abducted outside her school at Happy Dale Special School in Algoa Park in Gqeberha on Monday morning has been released. And finally, the Israeli parliament has approved a key component of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's plan to overhaul the country's judiciary in defiance of a years-long protest movement, angering critics who decried the law as anti-democratic. That's it for now. For Al Ansar News, I'm Tabila Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabile Duma. Let's get your last update of what's happening on the roads.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Superintendent Rauf, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Quickly, the N3 accident at Ashburton, the road will be closed at 9 o'clock. You're not going to be able to use that. You divert onto 103. The M4 Northern Freeway going northbound between Durban North and all the way to M41. Very slow moving traffic going northbound, taking the Ramadaan going to Gateway. Southern Freeway is still slow moving coming to the city centre. So now for traveling time. 13 as well, congested eastbound as you're going through Westwood into the Sherwood area. The M7, due to the earlier accident, you still congestion going towards Pinetown. So please, extra caution as going up the hill. There was a diesel spillage as well. So please be careful. It is raining. Make sure your headlights on. Slow down and watch for those puddles of water, please. Final update.
Jazakallah khair. We will speak to you on Monday, inshallah.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
You are listening to The Breakfast Rush with Nazmira Kasim and Nishal Sarawan.
Save the date. The Hajj seminar is back on Saturday, the 12th of April 2025 from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at 207 West Road in Overport. Proudly brought to you by the Capital Group of Companies and the Al-Ansar Foundation.
Last 5 seats available for Shaw Mita's Travel April Islamic Morocco Tour. Explore the beauty of Fez, Casablanca, Marrakesh, and so much more. Depart 25th April, return 5th May. 8 nights from only 39,990 Rand per person sharing. Includes flights from Johannesburg, 8 nights in Morocco, meals, tours, transfers as per itinerary. Contact Shaw Mita's Travel on 031 207 6987.
This Eid, we're making your celebrations extra special with Checkers Foods Kawi Park Eid Butchery Hampers Competition. 5 lucky winners will each take home a hamper valued at 1,000 Rand. From Monday, March 1st to Thursday, March 27th, spend 500 Rand or more in store, write your name and number on the back of your till slip and drop it into the competition box. Winners will be announced on Friday, March 28th on Radio Al-Ansar. So head to Checkers Foods Kawi Park and get shopping. T's and C's apply.
Your values, your finances, our priority. For nearly a decade, we at Standard Bank Sharia Banking have been the preferred choice for African businesses, with innovative solutions rooted in tradition. Let your finances reflect what matters to you. We invite you to partner with Standard Bank Sharia Banking today. Standard Bank, an authorized FSP and registered credit provider.
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. Shakira, are you enjoying the pace in the studio this morning? No.
I'm enjoying watching everything unfold. It's very chaotic, controlled chaos. So, very entertaining to watch.
That certainly is what it is. Controlled chaos, because at the moment we've got Buddy Governor on the line. Just before that, it was Superintendent Rauf. Then we were playing ads. Then we were doing this, that, and the other. We're taking your messages on 060-904-1056. Buddy Governor, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Jummah Mubarak to you, Nishal and team.
How are you doing this morning, buddy?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. A lovely day. Blessed rain from Allah. What can we say on a Jummah like that? Beautiful. The final Jummah of Ramadan as well.
Indeed, indeed. And is there anything happening on the sports fields of the world?
Tons.
Tell us about it.
Well, let's get into it. Last night in the Spanish La Liga, Robert Lewandowski rounded off the scoring as Barcelona saw off Osasuna 3-0 to move 3 points clear of Real Madrid on the top of the Spanish La Liga table. In the IPL cricket, Nicholas Puran's 70 of 26 balls saw the Lucknow Super Giants chase down 191 to beat the Sunrisers Hyderabad by 5 wickets, and that was away from home as well. Staying with cricket, the CSA 4-day series, bad light brought an early end to day 1 of the clash between the Dolphins and the Lions, with the Dolphins on 83 for 2. While Tony DeZorzi, he struck 141 to help Western Province reach 373 for 3 in their first innings against Borland at Stumps on day 1. Moving through the golf, Marcus Armitage, Nicholas Colsaerts, and Marcus Kinhult share a one-shot lead at 4 under, heading into the second round of the Hero Indian Open. Coming out of Formula One, Red Bull have replaced Liam Lawson with Yuki Tsunoda as Max Verstappen's teammate. The young man, Liam Lawson, just didn't seem to cut it yet. Tennis, the Miami Open quarterfinals. Novak Djokovic, he remains on track to win his 100th ATP title after beating Sebastian Korda 6-3, 7-6. Unseeded Jacob Mensah reached his maiden ATP 100 semis after a 7-6, 6-1 win over Arthur Fields. And home favorite Taylor Fritz also reached the last 4 when he saw off Matteo Berrettini 7-5, 6-7, 7-5 in their quarterfinal clash. Plenty of sport coming up on the weekend, but none bigger than the FA Cup quarterfinals. Tomorrow we see Fulham face Crystal Palace. Brighton will host Nottingham Forest. Sunday, Preston North End will play Aston Villa, and Bournemouth and Manchester City clash to go into the semi-finals. Well, that's my bit for this weekend. I hope that you, Nazmira, Zach, and the TBR team have a wonderful final day of Jummah.
Inshallah, and the same for you and your loved ones.
Ameen, Jazakallah.
Have a blessed day, buddy. Assalamu alaikum.
Take care. Alaikum salam.
So if you just tune in, Assalamu alaikum to you. You're in time for the last 18 minutes of the program.
And you're in time to send in your pledge.
Absolutely. Do that on 06090411056. We'll take your WhatsApp messages. I see quite a few people have sent through payment notifications already, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for doing that. Sister sends in a message, says, Salams, I'd like to remain anonymous. I'd like to pledge 200 Rand. Kindly send me the banking details. Remember, the banking details, send it to her. But it's also there on the picture for the studio's WhatsApp. So you can grab it from there as well.
And if they want to make a personal pledge, you did mention that they can call us.
Yeah. What's the number?
I think 0860-904-904.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Rihanna Osman Newlands, 36,000. Yasmin Maharaj, Tasneem Hanif, 60,000.
That's the root count, by the way, that he's counting.
Yeah. The root count. I thought I can get away with that for a second. Here's a brother. He didn't send any messages. So I don't know whether he wanted his name mentioned on the radio or not. But what he did do was send through a payment notification. Jazakallah khair. The writing on this is so small.
So it says amount 100 Rand and the reference is anonymous.
Now we have to say this to the team. When you open the bank account and you see the word anonymous as a reference, please note that it is for the DEGs. It's, folks, please, if you're sending it through, just an earnest appeal from the team, put the reference in as
DEG.
DEG. Even if you spell DEG wrong. Yeah, put an H in the end. There you go. The root count, 18,600 coming through now from Brother Ibrahim. And he has 200 Rand toward the DEGs. Thank you very much to you, my sister. Much appreciated. It's going to go a long way, those $200 toward putting hot meals on plates. And that's what we're doing this morning. We're just getting our Drood count in. We're also getting our messages in with regard to the text. Sorry, there's so many different things happening on WhatsApp at the moment. It is absolutely unbelievable. When Shakira said it's like controlled chaos, yeah,
she hit it.
10,000 Drood scribbled in from Fauzi. Thank you very much, Fauzi. Hafiz Hassan Chinara lets us know that his teams are out in Gaza at the moment, continuing to serve throughout Ramadan. AMA, hats off to you. Hats off to you guys, honestly.
We just want to remind you that we've got like 15 minutes left for the show.
Yeah.
And we still need to raise funds for 27 digs, according to the calculations in front of me. So pour out what you can. It is the last Friday in Ramadan. It is the 27th of Ramadan, Laylatul Qadr. And whatever you can dish out, or whatever anyone in the house can dish out, your neighbors, your friends, send BCs, do what you need to do to feed those that need it most.
So I've just responded to a message from Rashida, right? Rashida says, Salams, Nishal, congratulations to our little Amara, who's only 5 years old, did very well on her first term report. You made everybody proud, and it comes from Rashida. And then she says she's sleeping.
Okay.
So Rashida, I hope you recorded that. If you didn't, it's on the video on YouTube and on Facebook, and it should be approximately an hour and 40 minutes into the video is where you'll find it, and you can go and screen grab that, right? And you can play it for Amara, who's 5 years old and did really well on her first term. And I'm pretty certain everybody else that's coming through with reports and coming home, inshallah, parents are going to be exceptionally proud of their children.
Absolutely.
And remember, if they didn't do as well as you'd hoped, you've still got 2-3 more terms to just push it with them, sitting down after school, helping them with their homework and all of that, and building them up with the teachers. Because the teachers are doing that every day as well. Day by day, it's like putting another brick on top of it, building the kid up, their knowledge up as well. Abbas Sheikh in North Beach in Durban, Jazakallah khair, brother. 550,786 Drood. And Shakira's jaw just went boom. Did really? No, it wasn't from one person. It wasn't, not for over a week. So the Sheikh Milad group and, of course, Brother Abbas Sheikh, they get together through the entire week, and I think everybody sends him their count like on a Thursday or whatever the case may be. Then he does the math. And then he just sends us a grand total over the weekend, which is over the Friday morning, which is absolutely amazing. 550,786. I'm going to do the math a little bit later on and give you a grand total. It's 13 minutes to 8 with all the hundreds and 200s and all of that that's come in. I'm pretty certain it's chipping away at another dig.
So right now we are at 6,650 rands.
Right. It's 1850 per deg. And at the beginning of the show, I'd said to you that the beginning of Ramadan, we'd set a target of 100,000 meals. And we've fallen a little bit short on it for this coming Eid day, where that target is 60,000, 27 degs to go.
So to put it in a picture, at the moment, we've got 3 decks and we've got 1,100 rands.
All right, so a few hundred rand more, and we'll get to that next deg. So, banking details on the screen right there. There's your banking details right there on the screen. It's also on WhatsApp on the station's picture. We'll tell you more after this.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Kruger Rands are a timeless investment. Every day, thousands trust Isa Bullion to buy, store, and sell them effortlessly. With 16 years of global expertise, we make gold trading simple. Trade 24/5 from anywhere on our user-friendly platform, a first for South Africa. Each Krugerrand is fully insured and stored in high-security vaults. Enjoy competitive pricing and guaranteed buyback. Isa Bullion, built on trust, driven by expertise, focused on your future. Visit isabullion.co.za today.
From South Africa to the world, it's your number one, The Breakfast Rush with Nishal Sarawan.
Zanzaf Ramadan 1446. Generosity feeds souls.
Alhamdulillah, we are so grateful to Zanzaf for giving us the opportunity to benefit from the computer classes. Alhamdulillah, we have learned a lot to impart these skills to our community members.
Donate today by visiting www.sanzav.org.za or contact our Durban office on 031 309 6786. Together, we can create more success stories. Sanzav, believe in the power of zakah.
This hadith is sponsored by Ashraful Aid, International Humanitarian Organization.
حديث أدي قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من صلى علي واحدة صلى الله عليه عشرا. He who sends one durud upon me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless him 10 times. Our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam made great sacrifices for us. He went through many difficulties for us. We should send a lot of durud and salam upon him because of his favors upon us. By sending durud upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the love of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will enter our hearts.
This hadith is sponsored by Ashraful Aid, International Humanitarian Organization.
Are you looking for a meaningful way to fulfill your zakat obligation? Look no further than Ashraful Aid. With our trusted track record, your zakat reaches those who need it the most in the most honorable and dignified manner. Visit our website at www.ashrafulaid.org.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
So, Naz, almost time to go, right? And I'm looking at the Rood count that's going on right now, sitting at 915,306 at the moment.
Lovely.
And climbing. And climbing. There you go. So we've got Sister Razia Khan, who sends through another 8,000 Durood for Palestine. Hasina sending a message that says, hey, Jummah Mubarak to all. I pledge 200 Rand. Jazakallah khair. I tell you what, I'm sending you the banking details. There you go. Done and sent, Hasina. Thank you very much. I made another payment of another 100 Rand, and this time I put the word deg on it. So Zafi's total is 200 now.
Perfect.
Brilliant, Zafi. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's another payment notification coming through from, the name just says Mo.
Momia.
Yeah, Mo. Thank you, Mo. I'm trying to open it up so I can see how much. Oh, Mo, you're amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
Mo's done 1,850 Rand. That's the whole deg. So we are down to 26 now. We need 26 more.
Now we are on to 25. I got a message coming through from, I'm not going to mention the name.
Anonymous.
1,850 Rand. Says, I will do one deck, Naz.
Done. We'll take it and bring it down to 25.
Khair.
25. You can do it. You can send through your messages now. It's 0609041056. We've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes and counting for you to send it through. So please do. 0609041056. Where are these meals going? It's going to people.
To people that don't get it as we do.
I remember once being out and about, and we were dishing out, and this one little kid was there with his mum, and he was expecting, like just a little bit of rice. And when he looked in, there was a bit of rice, there was potato, there was chicken, and his eyes just lit up. And I thought to myself, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him his little package, which had sweeties and chips. And
Little
his
party
whole
pack.
face just lit, and that's what it's all about. Just giving somebody a moment, a moment where the whole face lights up, which is absolutely beautiful. And then realizing that this bit of positivity that you've injected into their day is going to take them forward.
And I remember you mentioning to me on the previous pledge line that we did that you heard a conversation between two people at the site.
Yep.
And you mentioned that X was saying to Y that this was the first time that they were having chicken that year. And you
The whole
said
year.
that when they were looking at the food, they asked the next person, what is this? And the response was chicken. And they were like, wow.
Yeah.
So how much do we take for granted every single day of our lives?
So remember, we're not going into areas where folks are just seeing things every day. You know, meat, chicken, sweeties. For a lot of kids, that little packet of chips, that cold drink, is something that maybe they see once a month,
Absolutely.
maybe once in 3 months for kids. And it's taken out, and it's not a small, you know when you go buy chips and it says 200 grams on the packet, and then you open it up, it's got like 300 grams of air, and then just a tiny little bit. No, our sweet hampers are not packed that way. They're packed to the top.
I've seen them yesterday.
I was watching the ladies fill up those hampers just yesterday, like you say. Some of them were having a little bit of difficulty tying up the top because it was full. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I absolutely want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you that's sending through your payment notifications now. This message here. Anonymous, please. Banking details, please.
This is amazing.
100 Rand. And then you're saying, Marf, I know it's a small amount. There's no need for Marf. That 100 Rand is going to go so far. It's going to go so far. You will not believe. You will not believe how far that 100 bucks is going to go. So no need for Marf. And no, it's not a small amount. It's wonderful. Another anonymous message saying 100 Rand, please. So that's being sent out to our sisters down here. They're writing it down. Now, somebody's going to telephone you a little bit later on the office. Somebody's going to telephone you guys and just confirm your pledges. Now, Shakira, before we go, last words from you to our listeners, taking into consideration the weekend that we're getting into, the activities that we're getting into, things that are happening downstairs at the moment. Whilst we speak, there are pallets and pallets full of ingredients that are being distributed out to the various different chefs that are going to be cooking over Eid morning from like 2:30 a.m. They're going to start cooking with the fires and what have you. Last words.
Well, I'd just like to send a heartfelt thank you to everyone that has brought through the money. I can't emphasize and express enough how much every single rand goes towards it. Every single rand counts.
Absolutely.
So you might think, like you said, like 50 and 100 rand, you're like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't provide. It is enough.
No, you did.
Absolutely.
Every single rand that goes towards us helps feed a little mouth, a big mouth, a middle mouth, depending on your age. So every rand counts. And it's Ramadan, it's the month of giving, and we appreciate every single pledge line, every person who has given and constantly given. It does not go unnoticed and it does not go unrewarded. So Jazakallah so much. We will definitely make good use with all of the money to make sure that your money goes towards feeding everyone out there this Ramadan and this Eid.
And with all of the donations coming, they're going to keep you guys really busy, aren't they?
As soon as I'm finished with this, I have a bunch of work to do now.
So we managed to get into the office very, very early this morning. Drood count, really quickly, 923,306 as it stands at the moment. Thank you, Shakira, for coming through and helping the team this morning. Much appreciated.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure speaking. I also gave last week, but I never put in the references DEG. So this week I'm giving another 200 And this time, she put in the references deck.
Alhamdulillah. So Hasina
Yeah.
doesn't have to stress. I took down her details last week and the money will be going to the same drive.
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt. I've been sending banking details through to so many people this morning. Just reminding you again, it's there on the screen. It's right there on the screen. And it's on the WhatsApp picture, so you can go grab it from there as well. Here's $500 that's come in right now. I think we've written that down earlier. She's just sent through the payment notification. Here's anonymous $100 from you with a payment notification, and your reference is, oh my word, what? VOD. It looks like somebody's password for their computer.
So that reference is not the reference that comes to us.
No?
That's their own reference.
That's their own reference.
From their bank, yes.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not what we'll see on our side.
I'm so glad Naz used to work in a bank.
Not at all, but
There you
this
go.
has taught me a lot.
It has, hasn't it? Assalamu alaikum. Sister Zakia is adding 1,000 durood to the count. So there you go. I've written your 1,000 down. And 200 rand.
That's amazing.
200 rand
Alhamdulillah.
to the drive. And you want some banking details? 1, 2, 3. Look at your phone. There it is, right there. You got the banking details. Listen, news is on.
It's day 27. O Allah, on this day, bestow on me the blessings of Laylatul Qadr. Change my affairs from being difficult to being easy. Accept my apologies and decrease for me my sins and burdens. O the compassionate with his righteous servants. And with that, be the best version of you.
I don't want to say a name on this one here, but this message is so beautiful to close up the show with. We're going to say thank you very much to everybody that's been watching. We're closing up the live video now because we've got to get you to news, which is on Radio Islam at the moment. So thank you for watching the video. Jazakallah khair. That's it for this video for today. We'll do another one, inshallah, Monday, while TBR joins you for your Eid program.
We'll have
Inshallah.
to see. It depends on what happens on Sunday.
There
Could
you
be
go.
Monday or it could be Tuesday.
That's it. I will do just now, for the life of me, I can't remember my PIN. Old age. The old age part was in the message. That's it for today. Jazakallah khair for spending time with us, donating to the drive. And to those of you that are volunteering your time, we know how precious your time is. And that donation of your time, your effort, your energy with us through all of these weeks is so wholeheartedly appreciated. To every single sponsor, donor, well-wisher, our du'as are with you as well, because of your generosity. Thank you very much for displaying your heart. Do good, be good, love for others what you love for yourself.
Full service department and